Today, we're going to be talking about the different types of ND filters, how to choose which f-stop you need, when to use it, and why this is important to have whether you're taking photos or creating videos. Let's get started. What's good, fellow creators? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark. Thanks for hanging out with me on another video. Okay, so basically an ND filter stands for neutral density filter that attaches in front of the camera lens. This dark type lens helps control the light that comes into the camera sensor. Since this is a neutral density filter, it does not affect the colors, the sharpness, and the contrast of the image. Now, a simple explanation is that the ND filter are like sunglasses for your camera. Now, there are two types of ND filters. One is the regular or fixed ND filter, and this one, which is variable ND filter or VND. Now, a fixed ND filter basically has a set number of stops to block the light from your camera sensor. For example, there are 1 to 5 stops, and then there's 6 to 10 stops. So think about it like if you have a tint on your car. The lower the number, the more light comes through the window. Now, the higher the number, the easiest way to get a fix-it ticket, especially here in California. That means less light can pass through the filter. Now, the other type of ND filter is a variable ND filter or VND. Now, this is the one that I would recommend getting, especially if you're the run and gun type. Variable ND filter basically gives you the flexibility to adjust and cover a number of f-stops. This means that you don't need to keep changing different filters from your lens. You can easily adjust it from the filter. So when would you need to use an ND filter? Well, if you're planning on doing a time-lapse using the S&Q mode on a Sony camera, especially during a bright sunny day, then having the ND filter is must. It's best to use a slow shutter speed and having ISO in its base number, which is usually 100. If you're planning on creating a video outdoors or vlogging, for example, and you want to have that nice blurry background, then you're going to need an ND filter. You're able to shoot in a wider aperture like 1.4 or whatever your lens can do without having it overexposed. Now, if you want that cinematic feel on your videos, which is usually recorded in 24 frames per second, then you're going to need to double that shutter speed, which is 1/50th of a second. Now, having these settings without an ND filter will have your video overexposed, especially if you're using the SLOG 3 picture profile, which has the minimum ISO settings of 650. Now, having an ND filter will help you keep those settings and having your footage in the right exposure. Now, there are different types of ND filters out there. What I recommend is the Earth filters. I believe they used to be called Gobi, but recently they changed their name to Earth. I actually had the Gobi VND filter before, and I was very happy with the product. So I actually got this new one, which is also a VND. I haven't personally used this Earth one yet, but the Gobi filter is a great filter and budget friendly. Now, usually the problems with ND filter is sometimes you'll see an X when you adjust the filter or get these purple haze on the edges. But I haven't really had any problems with this brand. I'll be doing a review on this new Earth VND filter after this video, so stay tuned for that one. Now, one of the cool things about this company is that they are environment friendly, meaning that every time you purchase a product through them, they will be planting 5 trees. Now, if you guys want to check out Earth and some of their filters, make sure to check out the links down in the description box. Now, I suggest getting the size that will fit your largest lens. To find out the size of your thread of your lens, look at the number in the front. Then after that, get a reliable step up or down rings. This will help you save money so you don't have to keep buying different types of filters. Now, all the products I talked about in this video will have a link down in the description box, so if you guys want to check it out. And if you're already using an ND filter, make sure to leave the brand you prefer or would like to recommend down in the comment section. I know that would help other creators in the community as well. Now, with that being said, if you guys find this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell to get notified the next time I'm back online. Until then, keep being creative, keep getting inspired, and I'm gonna see you guys until the next one. Peace.